show that it was going to involve sexual content, but that it was really about judgment, and that I wanted you to record this show and sit down and watch it with your kids. And I'll tell you why. Because I want you to talk to your sons and daughters about this kind of situation before they get into it. I wonder what would happen if this had been a hypothetical show and it had played in this community before this night had happened. If parents had sat with your kids and watched this show before this night happened and said, what would you do in this situation? If you were there and one of your friends was drinking and wanting to go off with some boys, what would you do? What would happen if you were in that situation? And boys, what would you do if you were with some girl and she was intoxicated and she was like really cute and you guys started getting really kind of friendly? Well, you know what? You need to understand boundaries, young men, because you've got standards. You cannot elicit.
Man, I was chilling with a female and quit drinking just to take care of her. I got proof.
Be incapacitated and take liberties with her. That's not okay. You can't elicit it. You can't give her alcohol. You can't maintain it. You can't just be with her and drink with her. You can't allow it and do things through. That is your standard as a young man. That's what you must hold yourself to. And the fact that this is a party girl that you're with, that doesn't mean that you get to take liberties. That is not okay. If they don't have the capacity to give informed consent, then anything you do is a violation of rights. It seems to me that there is an absolute unbridled lack of empathy if you label someone in a negative way. If you say, oh, this is a slut, or this is someone that's got a loose reputation. What you do when you label someone that way, when you judge someone that way, is you're focused on the... Girls don't do that because they feel good about themselves. If they don't feel good about themselves, it's because they've not had a good ride through this life. But we judge the behavior. Is that what we want to take away from this? I mean, come on. This is not what this is about. Sit down and have this conversation with your kids. Don't let them be in the middle of a firestorm. And let me assure you, don't paint Steubenville with this brush. This could have happened anywhere. This is a good community. They have churches and schools and projects and Christmas programs and picnics just like everybody else. You have problems just like everybody else. But this is a good community. There's a lot of pride in that community. They have a big football program, sure. And that's a good thing too. If it wasn't for that, I'd have never gone to college. So don't throw rocks at that. I hope you watch this with your kids. I hope you have a good dialogue about it. Did some kids in this situation make some really bad decisions? Very likely. But let's remember, they were kids. Let's try to fix what happened and remember that all of us have ownership in who these kids become. So let's not try to ruin their lives. Let's try to fix their lives. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you guys for coming here today. Robin, thank you. Thanks for your blogging on this. You really helped open people's eyes to some things. You did a good thing. I appreciate it. On Dr.phil.com, we'll have the questions you should be asking your teens to get them to open up about this story. We want to hear from you. So what you may have done in the same or similar situation. Now, tomorrow, we're going to have another important conversation as we discuss a new trend on the internet called slut shaming. Now, this has really gone viral. These are girls who are shamed for how they dress and how they act. Take a look.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil, does what you wear...
She probably is loose.
Define who you are.
You're going to decide what somebody should wear. This is censorship and bullying.
That's tomorrow.
Well,
okay, don't miss tomorrow. Thanks for being here. So long.
That's the end of Dr. Phil.